Hello, dear students. In this video, I'm going to go over the details of our next essay, which is on the Run, Lola, Run movie. You should have, at this point, seen the film and taken your observations down, whether on a sheet of paper or on a voice memo. I personally used voice memo while I was watching the film and just recording out loud things that I was noticing, as well as my final notes at the end after watching the movie. I really like using voice memo on my phone and I highly recommend it. So let's go over our prompt first of all. There we go. So, the purpose of this essay, it analyzes our film Run Lola Run, which is from 1998 by Tom Tykwer, to explore how movement and editing create meaning in cinema. This analysis will examine how filmmakers use kinetic energy, rapid cutting, visual motifs, and narrative structure to express themes of urgency, choice, and consequence, demonstrating how cinematic techniques function as a sophisticated language system. So, once again, riding the heels of our lesson on movement and editing. In Tom Tykwer's film Run Lola Run, a young woman has exactly 20 minutes to save her boyfriend's life. The entire film pulses with urgency. Lola literally runs through Berlin 3 times, each attempt creating a different outcome based on split-second choices and chance encounters. Rather than using traditional narrative storytelling, Tikver creates meaning through movement. Lola's constant running, camera techniques and editing, rapid cuts, snapshot sequences, parallel timelines. The film demonstrates how cinema's unique formal properties, its ability to manipulate time, space, and motion, can express complex philosophical ideas about fate, free will, and the butterfly effect. Run Lola Run is a character who never stops running until the very end. Running, racing against time, desperately trying to change fate. The film's breathless energy doesn't just tell us Lola's in a hurry. It makes us feel her panic through every formal choice Tikver makes. So, that is our intro of the movie. So, here's our central task, riding the heels of our lesson on editing and movement. We're going to analyze how our director Tikver uses movement and editing techniques to create the film's sense of urgency and explore its themes about choice and consequence. How does the film use kinetic energy, which is constant motion, and editing rhythms, such as rapid cuts and repetition, to express Lola's desperation? How do the 3 different timelines demonstrate the butterfly effect, which are the small changes that create vastly different outcomes? How does the film finally achieve stillness at the end? And what does that mean? So these are our central questions that we're going to be focusing on for our paper's main task. These are guiding questions that will help our thinking towards the direction of what we're being asked to do for this essay. Here's our guiding questions, some things to consider. How does Tickfair create a sense of nonstop urgency through movement? What other types of movement contribute to urgency? What about the 20-minute countdown? How does that time pressure affect the pacing and our experience as viewers? And so please check out these guiding questions. Don't feel that you have to answer each and every one compulsorily, but rather these are just questions to guide your thinking because this will be our main focus. But certainly, including your responses to some of these guiding questions will be a help in your essay. And in fact, our outline worksheet very much uses these guiding questions to help our thinking to prepare us for answering these main questions, which are centered upon how movement and editing are central to the experience of Run Lola Run. After watching the movie again yesterday, I had forgotten how much I loved it. It's such a cool movie, and I hope that you enjoyed it as well. So remember, you want to use support, you want to have examples from the movie to bolster your argument, and make sure that you have an intro that sets up your argument, body paragraphs that explore your analysis with concrete examples, and a conclusion that reflects on what the film suggests about choice, consequence, and nature of cinema. So essentially, the conclusion will be the implications of what this movie is leaving us with. Pay attention to the differences between the three timelines. How do tiny changes in movement affect the different outcomes? I thought that was a neat aspect of this movie. So for the format, as usual, we'll have MLA, 1 inch margin, 12 point, double space. Have your works cited for our film, right? At least 1,000 words, 3 pages. And the points will be the same, everything will be the same. So 100. We'll have our peer review workshop. You'll submit your rough draft, and your participation in the workshop will be 20. Having correct MLA will be 5. And pay attention to our deadlines. Of course, the outline is coming up first. And of course, lastly, don't forget to cite your sources and convert your document to docx, or PDF. And obviously, don't have AI write your paper, as if it shows 90% and up, then that's an immediate 0. So, once again, a reminder of how to cite an MLA. I introduced the movie, and because film is a container, you want to either italicize or underline. I hope you learned that in your composition class. Just a little reminder. And here is our citation for the works cited page for our film. Here's our grading rubric, which you can check out. Next, I want us to look at our outline. So, to start, we have questions that help us to brainstorm our ideas, starting with things such as what are the themes of the movie, and what we see about Lola as a character, and what's Lola trying to solve, what's the premise of the movie, and we're looking at how movement is present in the film and the sense of urgency that is created. So, how movement and editing really work in conjunction to create this broader sense of urgency across the film. We'll consider things such as color and music. And so, pay attention to these brainstorming questions that'll help to organize our thoughts. And for the outline, of course, we have the central questions in bold of what we're going to be focusing on throughout our essay. And for the introduction, how we will introduce our film and what it's about. And obviously, your response to the thesis. And the body paragraphs are set here with some examples, some ideas of what topic sentences you might want to utilize in them, but that's up to you. So these are just some suggestions here, but you want to have your topic sentence, supporting evidence, and analysis. So once again, it's up to you what the actual topics will be of your body paragraphs, but make sure you make that clear, as well as evidence and analysis. And obviously your conclusion. So this is your outline worksheet. I hope that you enjoy writing this paper and working on your outline.